Welcome back to GameVault HQ. Today, we're exploring a game that's shaking up the Zelda universe in a big way. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This time, Zelda steps into the spotlight as the lead character, and the series takes a bold new direction. Is it a change for the better? Or does it leave us longing for the days of Link's heroic adventures? Let's find out. You might be used to guiding Link through the lands of Hyrule, but this game flips that idea on its head. You only play as Link briefly in the tutorial, after which he hands over the reins to Zelda. And that's where the adventure truly begins. This shift isn't just a gimmick, it brings new gameplay mechanics and character dynamics that breathe fresh life into the series. Zelda's role is much more than a damsel in distress. Her journey centers on closing rifts that have sprung up across Hyrule, threatening to consume the kingdom. Alongside her companion, Tri, Zelda takes on these challenges, offering a mix of puzzle-solving, combat, and exploration that feels true to the Zelda series while offering its own unique twist. The big gameplay change comes in the form of the echo mechanics. Throughout her journey, Zelda gains abilities linked to these echoes, allowing her to manipulate time, space, and the environment in clever ways. Whether it's slowing down enemies to get a tactical advantage or reversing time to reset a puzzle, these mechanics keep the game feeling fresh and engaging. Tri's presence adds another layer of strategy. As Zelda's companion, Tri offers various powers that assist in puzzle solving and combat, turning dungeons into a playground for creative problem solving. These revamped abilities open up new ways to explore the world and uncover secrets, making the player constantly rethink their approach to challenges. Speaking of dungeons, they're back in full force, and this game does them right. Unlike the Divine Beasts of Breath of the Wild, which were somewhat uniform in design, Echoes of Wisdom takes a more classic approach. Each dungeon feels distinct, with its own theme, puzzles, and challenges. You can expect everything from fiery volcano lairs to serene, water-filled sanctuaries. The level design really embraces the echo mechanics, with Zelda and Tri working together to navigate obstacles and defeat foes. Each dungeon is a puzzle box waiting to be cracked open, with familiar elements like treasure chests, keys, and hidden rooms, but it's all remixed to keep even veteran Zelda fans guessing. And don't worry, boss battles are still a highlight, each offering its own set of challenges that force you to use everything you've learned throughout the dungeon. The world of Hyrule is as expansive as ever, and Zelda's journey to close rifts takes her through familiar territories like the Gerudo Desert and the Faron Wetlands. Exploration feels rewarding and lively, with side quests, characters needing help, and hidden secrets scattered throughout the map. You'll spend plenty of time helping the inhabitants of Hyrule, and every task feels meaningful. The adventure log keeps track of quests, so you'll never feel lost or overwhelmed by the number of things to do. One standout aspect of the game is the Still World, a unique realm within the rifts that Zelda explores. Unlike the open-world feel of Hyrule, these areas are more contained, but packed with puzzles, platforming challenges, and enemies. It's a great way to break up the main quest and adds a sense of urgency to Zelda's mission to seal the rifts and save Hyrule. Zelda's character progression is one of the highlights of Echoes of Wisdom. As you seal rifts and help the people of Hyrule, Zelda's reputation grows and her abilities improve. There's also a sword fighter form that Zelda can unlock, offering a combat style reminiscent of Link's swordplay, but it's distinctly tied to Zelda's abilities and story arc. Tri, Zelda's companion, isn't just a tag-along. Their dynamic feels a lot like Link and Navi's from Ocarina of Time. Tri's personality evolves as they experience human interactions and emotions, providing insightful moments throughout the journey. Zelda and Tri's relationship brings depth to the narrative as they learn to rely on each other and grow throughout the story. The visuals and music are pure Zelda goodness. The art style combines cel shading with more mature textures, creating a world that's colorful and inviting while still holding the series' sense of adventure. The environments feel vibrant and full of life, whether you're scaling mountains or wandering through peaceful towns. And then there's the music. The soundtrack blends classic Zelda melodies with new compositions that capture the feel of each location perfectly. Whether it's a calm moment of exploration or an intense dungeon boss fight, the music heightens every experience. One of the most refreshing aspects is how the game honors its roots while pushing forward. There's a mix of nostalgia, especially with items like the boomerang and hookshot making an appearance, yet they are all redesigned to suit Zelda's character and the new mechanics. The game also brings back the thrill of discovery, with countless hidden nooks and crannies that often lead to valuable items, upgrades, or story moments. While there's a lot to love, the game isn't without its small flaws. At times, the linearity of the dungeons and the world can feel at odds with the sense of freedom that many fans loved in Breath of the Wild. There are also moments when loading into new areas or dungeons results in slight performance hitches on the Nintendo Switch, which is mostly a hardware limitation rather than an issue with the game design. However, these are minor bumps in an otherwise smooth experience that rarely detracts from the adventure. The game also replaces the cooking mechanic from Breath of the Wild with a smoothie-making system, which sounds quirky, but actually fits the theme and pacing of Echoes of Wisdom. It's a lighter take on resource management that keeps the gameplay quick and fluid. So, what's the final verdict on The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom? It's a bold move to put Zelda in the lead role, and it pays off with a refreshing perspective on the series. With great dungeons, clever puzzles, and an emotional story, it's a fantastic addition to the Zelda franchise. The game is brimming with the sense of adventure that makes the series so beloved, and it manages to carve out its own identity while respecting its history. For those looking for a Zelda experience that feels both familiar and new, Echoes of Wisdom delivers in spades. We give The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Thanks for tuning in to GameVault HQ. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming content, and let us know your thoughts on Echoes of Wisdom in the comments. Until the next adventure, see you soon.